Why hello and welcome back everybody. My name is Yu and today we step into Lobotomy Corporation once more. Let us continue. We are very close to the end. Last time, how many did we go through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went through 5 stages. So, if we go at the same pace, which I doubt it'll be the same, but estimating, it could potentially be 3 episodes. Golly, what the hell? We're so close. 3 to 4?
8.
It really depends on how long these are gonna be.
죽이라.
Same. Don Quixote had stopped dead in her tracks. She was looking blankly at a section of the wall.
흥미로운 거라도 발견한 거야, 꼬맹이?
See anything interesting, kiddo?
여기 벽에
Here. In the wall.
어?
Oh?
사람이 들어있어.
There is a portion in this wall.
모형 아니야?
Maybe it's a sculpture? No, those are bodies. Yes, I said that in the previous episode. Interesting that they are not mermaids yet. They are just dead, stuck in like a web. What did he say? It was the sound of the tuning fork. And what we know about it is, after using the tuning fork, it seems like the two items were inseparable. They were made with each other. So are we guessing... Are we saying that all of this matter was tuned into this building? Not just covering it on the walls, but practically being like a part of the building. And as it looks like the bodies are also tuned into that mucus, essentially being... yeah, like a part of it's a part of the wall.
모형이 이렇게나 생동감을 가질 수 있다면 내가 무릎을 꿇고 제자로 드리라고 하겠어.
If there is anyone capable of sculpting something so true to life as this, I'll drop everything and plead the artist to take me in as their apprentice. Or student. Dude. Okay. Looks like she can beat down bad too. Oh god.
잠시만요. 설마 이 사람 때 파일럿 씨가 쳤던
No. They are... Pilot was looking for her.
이보시오! 괜찮은 것인가?
Oh god, are you getting a close-up? Okay, not gonna lie, this art style seems a bit too cartoonish for this scenario. I would want this to be more grim than this. Oh well. Oh god, it seems like it's not just a part of one body, it's separate. Oh, lord. Yeah, these bodies are just fine-tuned into the wall. Honestly, I would not be surprised if they started to move, if they were actually moving and were alive. As part of as part of one organism. Heed my words!
대체 거기에 말을 왜 거는 거야?
What the hell would you talk to it? Yeah, looking at Roddy's expression, it doesn't fit exactly this scenario. I don't know. Not the biggest fan of this illustration. Embedded agent. ...
이것 보시오! 이자 살아있어!
Behold! This man is alive!
진짜 나 이렇게 소화 안 되는 기분 느끼는 거 오랜만이야.
Oh, this is the worst. Oh, this is the absolute worst. It's making me real queasy. Yeah.
이보게들 꺼내줘야 하지 않겠소? 살아있잖소!
Yeah, I don't think we can free him, Don. I really don't. Hark, my friends! This man is alive! We must free him from this bond! Post haste!
그러고 싶어도 이미 늦은 것 같기도 하네요.
Even if we wanted to, it looks like it's a bit late for him. Did he just say, yeah, I don't wanna?
잘라내지 않고서 꺼내놓을 방법이 있나 싶은데.
Total disassembly is the only way I see it ever getting out of there.
뭐라?
What?
뭐 한두 번 보는 경험도 아니지 이제는.
Well, by now we should be getting used to these failures.
단단히 벽에 박혀 있다. 일반적인 힘으로는 분리조차도 어렵다.
The body is firmly lodged in the walls. No ordinary human strength could separate this body from it. Yeah, it's tuned forked. Oh god. He had been forked.
하지만 일반적이지 않은 힘으로는 반드시 이들의 형체가 부서진다.
With superhuman strength, you risk tearing the body to several parts.
용서할 수 없는 악의 소행이로군.
Fee, this is an evil that cannot go unanswered.
억지로 쑤셔넣은 흔적은 없어 보이는데 놀라워.
Impressive. There's no sign of anyone forcing it into the walls.
아주 자연스럽게 전시되어 있군. 원래 이렇게 태어났던 것처럼 말이지.
This is quite a natural exhibition, as though this was how it was conceived from the very beginning. Yeah, that's the thing that they said about the fork. The tuning fork.
이번에야말로 구할 수 있을 거라고 약속까지 했는데.
We thought... I thought it would be different this time. We made a promise. Gave a word. Unlike the other sinners, Ishmael didn't even spare a glance to those that were trapped within the walls.
관리자님, 저것들을 쳐다보고 있다고 황금 가지가 나타나는 것도 아닌데 전진하자고 말씀 좀 하시죠.
Manager, staring at them won't magically summon the golden bow to your palms. Say something so we can get a move on. I guess there's nothing we can do to them. Still.
저는 누누이 말했어요. 쓸데없이 시간을 쏟고 싶지 않다고.
And I've said repeatedly that I don't want to waste time.
이곳에선 호수의 규칙을 신경 쓰지 않아도 될 텐데 좀 더 느긋하게 가도
We don't have to worry about the laws of the lake here, so why don't we make this seem more leisurely?
둘러봐도 역시 아무도 없는 게 확실할 테니까요.
Sure, look around all you want, but you won't find any survivors here. I don't know why we are so confident that in this place we are not gonna be affected by the laws of the lake. I guess that they are also assuming, just as I have, that the fact that this building is just standing here indefinitely means that whatever amount of time we spend here, the laws are not going to be broken.
여기 있지 않은가?
A testament against thy claim is right here!
살아있는 척하는 것들이잖아요.
These things aren't really alive. They're only pretending to be. Oh, so they're zombies is what you're saying. Uh-huh.
하면
이건 아무리 봐도 그것이고 그것이 지나간 자리에 멀쩡한 사람이 있을 리 없고.
I recognize these. They're ruin left behind by the thing. The thing that leaves nothing unchanged in its wake.
그것은 순식간에 모든 걸 집어삼키기도 하지만 다시금 뱉어내기도 하죠.
It could swallow the world in the blink of an eye. But it also spews it back out just as quickly.
그리고 그렇게 토해내는 것은 결코 온전한 형태가 될 수 없다고.
And what it spews out never comes back right.
웃기잖아요. 그렇게 뱉어낼 거라면 애초에 삼키는 것조차 하지 말던가.
Isn't it funny? If it's going to spew it out anyway, what's the point of devouring in the first place?
왜 마주하는 온갖 것을 다 삼키려고 하는지조차 모르겠어.
I don't understand. Why does it try to devour everything it comes across? Are you talking about the same whale you mentioned before?
그 어떤 모험담에도 그런 어마무시한 고래에 대한 이야기는 없었어. 정말 고래가 맞는가?
In no tales of adventure have I heard one mention of such terrifying whale. Is it truly a whale?
그러게 준비가 더 필요하다고 말할 때 듣지 그랬어요. 적어도 마음가짐이라도 달리 먹었을 텐데.
Then why didn't you listen when I told you all that we weren't ready? If you did, at least we could have been in the right headspace for the lake. But no. So you're saying that whale you met devoured this building?
네,
Yes. How can you be sure of that?
그 고래가 지나온 모든 길은 지금처럼 하얀 모습으로 뒤덮이니까요.
Because this pale ruin is what that whale leaves behind. Everything turns pallid. Like this building.
거수자 발견.
I have visuals on a suspicious individual. Didn't we call them something in Canto 1? What was it? A uniform?
환상체일까요? 여기가 로보토미 지부인 만큼
Maybe it's an abnormality. We're in the lobotomy core branch after all.
그래, 차라리 환상체라고 생각하고 다 썰어버리는 게 낫겠다.
Yeah, let's just say that's what it is and just shove it down.
잠깐만요. 생존자일 수도 있어요.
Wait a minute. That might be a survivor.
뭐지? 이 안에 인간은 남아있을 리 없다 하지 않았나?
Well, didn't you say there won't be any survivors left here? Which is it?
그래서 더 놀라워서 그래요.
I did, and that's why it's so incredible.
어이!
Hey! Ishmael, you shouldn't get so close to it. Ishmael strides toward the figure.
이스마엘 씨가 뭔가 환상체 같은 정신적인 것에 당하신 거 아닌가요?
Maybe she's mind controlled by abnormality.
그런 징후는 없었다. 저자의 눈빛은 지극히 평소와 같다.
No such signs have been detected. There is nothing out of the ordinary in her eyes. That is the LCCB agent, all right. Nice hair, dude. Oh, The closer Ishmael gets, the more of the figure's body is taken over by the palette of white membrane. The voice grows increasingly incoherent. Okay, so it's taken over him. Continuously taking over. Oh yeah, it's completely okay. Oh lord.
말도 안 돼.
That's impossible.
분명 방금까지 사람의 말을 하고 있었어요.
Just now, it was talking like a human. Ishmael.
봤잖아요. 분명
You saw it too! Just now! It's... Ishmael! You have to get away from!
이럴 리가 없어. 내가 알고 있는 게 틀어지면 이 호수에선
No. This can't be real. If what I've known my whole life about this place is about the Great Lake. Oh God! From her reaction, from her reaction, what I can, oh God! From what I can tell from her reaction, it seems like, well, obviously her reality just shattered. She encountered some new information that completely changed her outlook on her past experiences. She is starting to see them as human. Meaning that she was convinced they were not human before. The only logical thing that comes to mind is she was killing them off with her own hands, convincing herself that they are no longer human. But now she got potential evidence of the contrary. So it's getting in her head. She tries to act so tough, but she is so vulnerable. She's so traumatized.
지금은 감정의 동요가 발생했다.
She is experiencing heightened emotions. Damn it, Ishmael! I could have asked one of the sinners to stop her, but before I even realized what I was doing, I was running towards Ishmael. I think it was guilt that pushed me to act. Guilt that I may have played a part in driving Ishmael to this point.
단테, 그대가 나서서는
Dante, you mustn't! But guilt can sometimes help. The figure's face shifted again when I approached Ishmael. The white membrane covering their face begins to withdraw, as though an unseen force is peeling it off the skin. The mouth didn't come back, but the eyes that looked at us were unmistakably human-shaped. Guys, look, he's friend-shaped. They were blinking with effort.
되돌아왔어.
The membrane is gone.
관리자님이 가까이 다가가니까 사라졌어요. 이 망할 흰색의 껍데기가.
This, when you approached it, the membrane, it faded.
황금 가지에 의한 중화작용으로 보이는군요.
It appears that the golden bow is counteracting its effects. Faust approached us.
단테 씨의 머릿속에 있는 그 황금 가지의 조각은 미력할지라도 이 백화 현상을 중화시키는 효과가 있는 것 같습니다.
Dante, it appears that the shard of the golden bow lodged into your clock is counteracting the infection of this palladification effect to a degree. I believe this is low-key new information for us. Or maybe high-key. Since when... Were we aware that Dante's clock contains a golden bow? I guess it makes sense that we are able to resonate with the golden bow that way, but I don't recall us getting that information before. The figure whose mouth was still wrapped under a pallid membrane blinks wearily, as though they could understand what we were saying.
중화요?
Counteracting?
아니, 그럼 황금 가지가 있으면
Wait, so the golden bow?
인어가 지금 다시 사람으로 돌아올 수 있다고 그런 말을 하는 거죠? 제가 잘 이해했어요? 파우스트 씨?
A mermaid. A mermaid can turn back into a human. Is that what you're saying? Did I get that right? Faust? She...
충분한 검증은 되진 않았지만
While the theory has not been properly cross-examined,
가능성만이라도 말씀해 주세요.
Just tell me if it's possible. Though it was curt, I've never heard such intense desperation in her voice before. It feels deeply personal. That's what it is. It feels deeply personal. As if she lost, like, a loved one or a close one. her close one became a mermaid and she had to kill them. Or something. It would still be understandable if it's like, you know, yeah, people have been turned into mermaids, and we've been killing them this whole time, but when it was possible for them to turn back... And it is a devastating thought. But I don't know, it just feels a bit personal.
네. 적어도 이곳을 먹고 지나갔다고 추정되는 고래의 인어들은 돌아올 수 있다고 판단됩니다.
That's also what I was gonna say. That it seems to be working on this specific calamity, and not exactly on the other mermaids we encountered. Yes, although it may be limited to mermaids of the whale that presumably devoured this structure.
관리자 나태님, 진짜 당신 뭐 하는 사람이죠?
Manager Dante. Just what are you?
꾸역꾸역 밀어넣으려고 노력했던 그날의 기억이 어쩌면 해결법이 있었을 거라는 생각에
Realizing that there was something that I could have done. The memories of that day. The nightmare that I tried so hard to look away.
자꾸만 눈앞에서 그려지잖아요.
They're coming back. Right before my eyes. Ah, that's right. When the golden bow resonates with Ishmael, we will most likely get to experience all of those tragedies she encountered. All of her past experiences. All of her trauma. Oh god.
저 고래에게 토해져 버린 채로 가라앉거나 떠다니고 있을 그들이
I can see them vomited from that whale, sinking, floating in the briny sea. All of them. Ishmael looked at me with a vacant expression. Oh god. The PTSD. Oh.
당신에겐 들리는 거죠?
You hear it too, don't you?
그날의 파도 소리가
You hear how the waves roared that day? Ishmael was right. Emotions of the past begin flooding, roaring before me. Ishmael. She stands alone in a sea of tall, rolling waves. I nodded carefully.
저는 항해사였죠.
Once, I was a seafarer,
해결사기도 했고 뱃사람이기도 했고
a fixer, a sailor.
그런 어중간한 걸 우리는 고래잡이라고 불렀어요.
I was something in that awkward middle ground, which we called whalers.
아세요? 아니, 보이세요?
Do you understand? No. Do you see them?
모든 걸 걸고 있거나 아무것도 걸 것이 남아있지 않은 사람들의 표정이.
Do you see the looks on the faces of those who dared to wager everything, and those who had nothing left to wager?
그런 것들을 태우고 파도를 가르는 게 고래잡이 배예요.
Whaling ships carry people like them across the waves. So, you've seen it yourself. The whale that devoured this place.
지금까지 우리가 만났던 고래들은 사람을 삼키면 아예 자신의 것을 재구성하여 바뀌게 만들죠.
The whales we've met so far transform those they devour into something completely different, into something utterly unrecognizable from who they were before, by rearranging and replacing their whole body.
하지만 그 고래는 달라요.
But that whale is different.
그 창백한 고래에게 삼켜진 이들은 하얀 막에만 감싸진 채 모두 그 형태가 온전하게 남아 있었어요.
Those devoured by the pallet whale aren't transformed. They're still themselves, just wrapped in a pale membrane.
그걸 온전하다고 하긴 좀 그런가?
I guess it's a stretch to say that they're still themselves.
외곽을 향해 키를 조종할 때가 간혹 있었죠.
Sometimes we'd sail our ship towards the outskirts.
그러면 그 온전한 척하는 배들이 바다에 떠 있죠.
There, we'd see those ships. Those false ships.
선체 전체가 하얗게 변해버린 배가요.
The ships that have turned completely pallid.
고래잡이 사이에선 그런 배를 만나면 호수를 이리저리 돌아가는 한이 있더라도 반드시 피하라는 이야기가 전설처럼 전해져 오죠.
It's an old wisdom among whalers that those ships must be avoided at all cost, even if it meant going all the way around the lake they're in.
그 배는 원래 타고 있던 선원이 가지고 있던 습성이나 능력은 바뀌지 않은 채
Because the sailors consumed by that whale retain everything. Their habits, their skills.
그저 호수를 돌아다니는 다른 것들을 습격하는 것이 목적이 된 채로 돌아다니니까.
Except they wander the lake only to attack everything they come across.
우리에게 피쿼드호의 선장이었던 자가 있어요.
The captain of the Pequod. Our ship.
그자의 목표가 그거였죠. 자기 손으로 그 창백한 고래를 잡는 것.
She had a mission. To hunt that pallid whale with her own two hands.
그 안에서 생활하는 내내 그자는 그 고래를 잡아내는 것이 얼마나 가치 있고 대단한 일인지 설교를 늘어놨죠.
The entire time we sailed on the Pequod, she sermonized our ears off about what a worthy, honorable mission it was to hunt that whale. So they were basically brainwashed as well. That's also why Ishmael had such a strong reaction to Limbus Company brainwashing our agents.
귀가 따갑기도 했고 저자가 제정신이 아니라는 것도 알 수 있었지만
It was annoying, and we knew that she wasn't exactly all there, but
아니지. 어쩌면 우리를 미치게 하는 방법을 정확하게 알고 있던 걸지도 모르겠네요.
no. Maybe she knew. Maybe she just knew how to sink the rest of us to the depths of her insanity.
어느새 우리도 그 창백한 고래를 잡는 것만이 인생의 유일한 구원이자 숙명이 되었죠.
Her mission soon became our very own. To hunt that pallid whale became our salvation, our destiny. Yeah. Yeah. The indoctrination. It almost feels like a cult, even. Wow.
배 안에 모두를 미쳐버리게 만든 거예요. 그 선장은.
That captain drove everyone on that ship mad.
결국 우리는 미움과 모든 악을 뿜어낸다는 그 고리를 마주하게 되었고.
When the time finally came to face that whale, the whale from which all hatred, all evils of the world spout.
모든 것은 처참하게 부서지고 집어삼켜져 버렸죠.
We were promptly crushed, devoured, reduced to a scattered pile of driftwood.
차가운 물 속에서 나무 토막을 부여잡고서야 제정신이 돌아왔을 때 눈앞에는 아무것도 남지 않았어요. 아무것도.
When I came to, floating in the vast coldness of the sea, holding onto my dear life to a piece of driftwood, there was nothing left. Nothing.
붙잡고 있던 것이 그저 나무 토막이 아니었다는 걸 깨닫고서야.
And when I realized that what I was holding on to wasn't a piece of driftwood, but
그래서 용서가 되지 않아.
that's why I can never forgive her. At a certain point, this stopped being a conversation. Ishmael's words grew increasingly aimless, like a vortex of the sea, endlessly whirling in place. That's trauma. That's her experience. She is sharing. This is a call for help, basically. She has also been indoctrinated. And it's crazy how, even while realizing that, she still cannot get over the influence of that woman. It's still driving her actions to this day, haunting her. It basically broke her on that ship. That is also the reason why I am vehemently against going to army. I oppose serving, and obviously for each country it's different, but a lot of countries, their armies is just that. It's indoctrination, it's brainwashing to make you not value human life, not value beauty, not value emotion. They break you just so you can be a perfect killing machine. That's why I despise army, and I never wish to go to one. And my country is basically forced. Ishmael's words grew increasingly okay. Now it was clear what Ishmael's mission was, where the tip of her razor-sharp harpoon aimed. And she's sharing it. She's finally having that conversation. She finally feels like she can. It was aimed at the captain that drove them all to damnation. An overwhelming tide of hatred and obsession burned fiercely in her direction. So what happened to the captain of the quad? Has she also been devoured and transformed? Or is she still looking for the whale? I don't know. But yeah, it seems like she is looking for this whale, not to hunt down the whale itself, but to find the captain of the quad. That quote-unquote bastard.
반드시 내 손으로 죽여야만 해요.
I'm going to kill her with my own two hands. There was no room for reason or rationality to convince her otherwise. I suppose bringing up that I saw from Ishmael's obsession a glimpse of her old captain won't do anything to help right now. Yeah. Her current obsession, her current mission is not that much different from the captain's mission back then. She is basically hunting a whale, making it her life's mission. Ishmael, we don't even know if that captain is still alive.
내가 모든 걸 나누었던 동료의 관짝을 붙잡고 살아남아 버렸을 때
I was desperately hanging on to my best mate's coffin. The coffin of someone with whom I'd shared everything. That's when I, through the tempest, saw the captain.
마지막까지 그 새끼는 먹혀가는 배 안에서 혼자 그것과 맞서 싸우면서 웃고 있었어요.
I saw that fucker standing alone, facing down that whale as it devoured her ship, laughing mad.
그렇게 목숨 바쳐 따르던 선원들은 바다와 외곽 위를 떠다니며 먹혀갔는데 한중에도 없었지.
Her fiercely loyal crew were floating on the surface of the outskirts sea, powerless to do anything but wait until they too were devoured. But none of that mattered to her.
그놈은 살아있어요.
That bastard is alive.
살아있을 수밖에 없어. 살아있어야만 해.
She has to be alive still. She has to be.
그러니까 찾아야 해.
So I have to find her.
우리는 그 선장을 죽일 때까지 절대로
We have to before we kill this captain. Ishmael. I wanted to ask her which we she was referring to. Oh God, oh. Guys, I legitimately, I'm... I feel the same way as I felt when I was voicing Dongrang. I feel so weak. I feel like I have a fever, you know? Oh God. This is crazy. How acting can influence your body sometimes. Oh God. Oh God. I needed that breather. No, I'm not going to lie. But I was starting to think that nothing I say would improve anything if it didn't outright bring everything crashing down. That was when an imperceptibly light breeze broke through the silence. A solitary butterfly. It moved with a grace, tinged with fragility, as though it did not fear the weight of this heavy silence. It took a moment to gently flutter onto a puddle.
나비네요.
That is a butterfly.
보통의 나비가 이런 곳을 날아다니고 있을 거라고 생각하나?
You think any ordinary butterfly would wander into a place like this? After a quick respite, the butterfly fluttered its wings and took off once again.
마치 따라오라는 것 같아요.
It's like the butterfly is asking us to follow.
한성체가 코빼기도 안 보이더니 드디어 나타난 건가?
Is it an abnormality? Finally, I was wondering when they'd show their ugly mugs. It might be a trap. We're lost. It's the only thing with any sense of direction we have at the moment.
찬성하겠소.
I am in agreement.
나 개인에게도 궁금함이 생겨.
I am also quite intrigued by the butterfly. Yeah, that's also, like, when I saw the butterfly, I thought that its wings looked like a shattered mirror. Almost. Kind of like Isang's wings. So, that doesn't surprise me that he is interested in that. Hello. You good? Sorry, buddy. Doesn't seem like I can completely eradicate it from you.
이들은 계속 무슨 말을 하는 걸까요?
What do you think they are saying?
무어라 하고 있지는 않았소. 내 듣고 있었네만.
I have been lending them my ear, yet none has yet to reach me.
일정한 규칙성을 띠고 있긴 하지만 해석은 불가능하군요.
They are speaking in a certain pattern, though I am unable to decipher it.
일종의 부호 같은 느낌이죠. 음파와 암호 패턴의 체계를 활용하고 있으니까요.
It is a code of sorts, a mix of sound frequencies and encryption patterns. What, so like Morse code? Don Quixote was at the far back end of the line, looking back at the figure.
정령, 관리자 나리와 꼭 붙어 있지 않으면 해결되지 않을 일이었던가 보네.
That, I suppose, it is true that without Manager Esquire, there could be no resolution to thy predicament. When I walked away, the pallid membrane grew over the face again, burying it. And it began to shamble. Is it as Ishmael said? Will they now roam the Great Lake, attacking everyone and everything they come across? What's the most disturbing part is the fact that they regain their habits and, like, they're still gonna be acting like their own, like themselves, Can you imagine having like these zombie-like creatures just continue to live their life as if nothing had happened until someone else comes across and they just become extremely aggressive? That is so disturbing. Not only their physical senses, but also their sense of self, forgotten deep under the pallid membrane. Okay, well, there goes an hour. Oh, Lord. Do we have to fight them? These guys look like pirates. I guess not every Twin Hook managed to escape this place before it got devoured. Oh god, the whale sounds again. It's not even like whale sounds, it's just weird sounds. This is very disturbing. But also, like, can't Dante just walk past them and they're just gonna be immobilized? No? Dante, you be the captain of the team. Walk ahead. What do we got? Palidified Thing Pirate. Twin Hook Pirate Syndicate Palidified. Morse code? Oh, it is Morse code. Holy shit. Okay, guys, I will need your help. Although, should I decipher it myself? That is so cool that the names of their abilities is just Morse code. Okay, give me a minute. I will decipher it. Okay, let's see. The first ability is called Jev. Whatever that means. Okay. Maybe they're speaking the Ryushu language. Let's see. The S versus? Or is there a difference between... Hang on. How do I put 3 dots? Or just 3 dots? That look different. And this one. PHT. KT. Yeah, this makes no sense to me, guys. I'm sure you probably know something about this, so if you can just maybe explain it to me in the comments, that would be cool. Palidification. Gain 2 offense level and defense level for every living palidified ally, not counting this unit. Crashing Filth. At 10% of max HP, inflicts 20 sanity points damage on hit. Inflict 1 pallid noise next turn, then dies. If at less than or equal to minus 45 sanity points, and inflicted with this buff, gain noise panic next turn. Okay, that's scary. If this unit dealt the final blow, apply 5 poise to all palidified allies. Okay. So, there's potentially something's gonna happen when they reach minus 45 sanity. Let's see, I guess. These are still chain reaction.
그걸로 하지.
Chain encounter. No block abnormalities.
피가 튀겠고.
Okay. We lost 2? Let's see.
총원 불격!
Alive. Dead? Okay.
기세가 수그러지는군. 저놈을 추적해.
Damn. Damn. Okay, yeah, their coins are negative. Negative skills. That's why when sanity is minus, it's good for them.
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하지.
Makes sense.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
Golly, okay. Their rolls are huge,
늘어졌네 저거.
but they are quite frail.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다.
Ew.
쉴 새는
Oh.
없다.
What is this? Oh, Pallid White Mermaid. Oh, okay. This one is... Wait, mermaid? But didn't Ishmael said that they don't turn into mermaids? Okay. Again, the whale sound. Jesus. More Morse code. Ugh. The other abilities made no sense to me, so I doubt these will make any more sense to me. So I'll just see if you guys will give me anything.
내가 시범을 보이지.
심장.
That was cool.
벗어날 수 있다고
But also, guys,
생각했나?
there's a high probability that by the time this part comes out on YouTube, I have already finished the Canto.
늘어졌네 저거.
There's a high probability of that.
쉽군.
밑그림은 완성이다. 빠르게 칠하도록.
Oh god, someone is staggered. He's saying, Oh, they really are like mermaids. They have like tails. Oh god. But they look so stupid and dumb. I cannot take them seriously. So yeah, potentially most likely,
총원 불격. 이
in the next
작살엔
episodes you won't
필살의
see me
집념이
still knowing
담겨 있지.
what their abilities are.
그 시선 경멸스럽군.
가까워진다.
밑그림은 완성이다. 빠르게 칠하도록. 일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하지.
벗어날
기름도
수
나오지 않는
있다고
놈이구려.
생각했나?
Okay.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다. 다시 가스터빈을 점화한다.
So,
그리고
remember what I said about 3-4 episodes? Yeah. This one took 1 hour. Oh god. How long is this gonna be? The Lake and the Butterfly. That is a very interesting
전원 집합.
name.
이번 작품에 대해 논의할 시간이다.
Or title, I should say. Okay, we're getting a battle before. That's nice.
나선
now we're getting
속을
the
벗어날
agents.
순 없다. 이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지. 보았나? 적은 이렇게 진리가졌다. 우리의
I hope
확고한 승리가
that's
눈앞에
one of
있다.
the LCCB agents' abilities. Is just called SOS.
빠르게 칠하도록.
Nope. 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 Doesn't seem like it, nope.
일리 있는 의견이다.
Oh well.
그걸로 하지.
자, 기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회. 저놈을 추적해. 자,
Come on, Yi Sang, come on. Oh god. Oh. That was close.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
Nice. Yikes. Oh my god! The combo! Yeah, our rolls aren't so great for some reason. Do we have like some kind of debuff on us?
입을 열 시간이 있나? 고래에 집중해.
No, not really. What is this? Gaze. On death, transfers to this unit's ally. Convert this effect into contempt next turn.
나선 속을 벗어날 수
Why
없.
gaze? They do have a lot of eyes.
맞추기 쉽군.
전열을 지켜라.
Jesus,
내게 관심이
17.
쏠렸으니 너희가 공격할 기회는 더욱 많아진다.
Okay, they are pretty rough. They are pretty rough. We don't want them to be on negative sanity.
꽂았노?
Because if they are, oh, that's gonna be rough.
피가 튀겠고.
Their rolls are gonna be pretty large. Oh, we got pretty lucky. That one was minus 28, but still rolled terribly.
늘어졌네 저거. 맞추기 쉽군.
Nice.
나쁘지 않고.
Mapujanku.
총원 돌격.
Okay. We are doing pretty well, pretty well.
기세가 수그러지는 벗어날 수 있다.
가까워진 항해 끝.
기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다. 경외감 속에 숨어들. 진비경.
작품 완성.
시선에 눈이
돌아가면
멀지
의견을
않도록.
Panic. Oh god.
총원 돌격.
제법 지쳤나보. 제법 지쳤나보.
벗어날 수
easy.
있다고 생각했나?
These guys are nothing. Yeah, look, they look like broken glass.
점점 인어들의 숫자가 적어지고 있어요.
The mermaids. I think there's less of them now. Someone stood there waiting for us. He must have arrived here much earlier than we have.
오시는 길이 영 편치는 않았겠소.
Quite the arduous journey you've endured.
The butterfly we were following folded its wings and settled gently into his sloshing head. What the fuck? Who the hell is this? That's an hourglass. The figure's voice was clear and precise, unlike that of mermaids. And not like an abnormality. What?
멀쩡한 생존자는 없을 거라고 했는데.
I didn't expect to find any unharmed survivors. No, wait. Is he a distortion?
야, 시계 대가리. 저거 네 친구야?
Oi, Clockhead. You friends with that bullhead?
아, 뒤틀림이면 그 똘붕이네 닭집 사장 같은 존재인가?
Distortion? Like that Bing Bong's bar and fryer's owner from earlier? I thought he was gonna say I thought he meant Dong Rang, but he called him Bing Bong.
놀람이 많구려.
I see that many of you are rather flummoxed by my appearance.
이건 세상을 받아들이는 방법 중 하나일 뿐이니.
That is but one of the many ways one may choose to understand the journey that is the world.
그렇게 소스라칠 이유가 되진 않겠소만.
So please do not be so wary.
오, 머리가 찰랑찰랑거려.
Oh, thy head splishes and splashes so.
별이 꺼진 하늘 아래에서 언젠가 맞이할 그날을 기다리고 있는 내 이름은
Under the night sky where the stars have gone out, I await the coming dawn.
림이라 불러줘.
Call me Rim.
Okay.
통성명할 생각은 없으니 질문만 하도록 하지.
We're not here to introduce ourselves, so why don't we cut to the chase?
이곳에 온 이유를 대라. 미친 인어들만 존재하는 이곳에 뚜렷한 이유 없이 온 것은 아닐 테지.
Explain yourself. You must have some reason for coming to this mad mermaid-infested place.
분명 시추선에 정박해 있는 건 우리가 타고 온 보트 단 한 척뿐이었다. 그런데 니놈은 어떻게?
And we didn't see any other boats than our own by the docks of this structure. So explain how you...
내가 바다를 건너려고 한다면 배는 필요 없다네.
I have no need of ships should I wish to cross the ocean.
이곳은 순전히 그대들을 보기 위해 온 것이지.
I am simply here to have a look at all of you.
와, 인기가 많아진 기분인걸요?
Whoa! We're really starting to put our name out there!
그대들은 가지의 황금빛이 비추는 곳을 향하는 자들이지.
You are those who follow the bow's golden ray.
그걸 알면서 우리를 보러 왔다는 건
Okay, if you're here to see us knowing that we're looking for...
설마 그거야? 우리에게 황금 가지가 어디 있는지를 알려주겠다는?
No way. Are you about to tell us where the golden bow is?
아니 딱 봐도 그걸 방해하려고 왔다는 게 더 맞는 거.
Isn't it obvious that he is here to stop us from...
맞소.
Yes, indeed I am.
요새 왜 이러지? 아 참.
Man, I'm really off my game. Man, I love this voice actor. Oh, he has so much personality.
가지를 이 건물 안에서 찾으려고 한다면 그저 시간의 무용함만 깨닫게 될 것이오.
To seek the bow within the structure is to understand the futility of time.
I still can't sense the golden bow this deep into the branch. There was truth to what he said. The bow was no longer here. That's what I was saying! It's definitely the middle ones who took it.
그렇다면 어디로 가야 한다는 것인가?
Then to where must we journey?
가지에 이끌리는 게 비단 그대들뿐이 아니라는 건 진작에 겪었겠소.
I am certain that you are already aware that there are parties other than your own that are interested in the bows.
심지어 겨우 얻은 하나를 빼앗기기도 하였지.
You have surrendered one of them after toiling for it, in fact.
Okay, so he means the N-Corp. Does that mean the N-Corp hired the middle? Or is the middle, or someone from the middle, is a part of the new League of Nine? And interesting who this Rim fellow is, and how he knows about all that. He seems quite omnipresent.
어떻게 그것까지 아는 거죠?
How do you know all that? When I saw the blue, it just instinctively reminded me of Demian. So maybe he is somehow connected to him.
본래는 외곽만을 떠돌아야 할 고래도 그 영롱한 눈부심을 오롯이 느끼고 있지.
The whale once fated to roam the outskirts for all eternity is now drawn by that same incandescent golden calling.
Does he mean that literally or metaphorically? He might be calling the N-Corp the whale, or he means specifically that pale whale, and it came to the Lobotomy Corporation because it wanted the golden bow for some reason. There's two ways to look at this. This is such an interesting design. That ball, that sphere, filled with water, and there's a clock. On one side of the clock is the butterfly that kind of looks like a bow tie. And on the other, a brain or something. And it has like a circle in the middle. I wonder if the top and the bottom part of the hourglass are actually holes.
황금 가지로 인해 외곽에 있어야 했던 그 고래가 둥지 안에 이 유사 호수까지 왔다는 말인가?
You're saying that the whale came from the outskirts all the way to the Great Lake of U-Corp for the golden bow?
틀림없이. 그리고 이 건물에 있던 갸냘픈 가지는 그것에게 통째로 삼켜졌지.
Quite, and swallowed this structure whole with that delicate bow.
Interesting. So, the middle really did get away from here, leaving the bow behind. Well, that's unexpected. And the whales, by swallowing this structure, the whale swallowed the golden bow. Which means in order to get the golden bow, we have to get swallowed up by a whale. But that's interesting. If the golden bow actually repels this residue left behind by a whale, wouldn't the golden bow also be resisting the whale and affecting it negatively? Potentially.
여기에던 환상체들도 그 이끌림에 몸을 맡겨 웅대하고도 가늘인 고래와 함께 떠났다네.
The abnormalities here have also left with that magnificent yet fragile whale, drawn by that self-same calling.
Interesting.
그러니 자네들이 쫓는 것은 이미 이곳에 자리하지 않네.
What you seek is no longer to be found here.
그런 정보를 왜 저희에게 알려주시는 걸까요?
Excuse me, why are you sharing this information with us?
황금 가지가 누구의 손에 들어가든 그 쓰임이 어떻게 되든 그건 작은 날개짓에 불과하네.
It matters not who lays claim upon the golden bow, or to what end they use it. It is no more than a mere flattering of wings.
But you know what they say. It's called the butterfly effect for a reason.
우린 단지 그 날개짓의 울림을 좀 더 나은 방향으로 이끄는 것이지.
We simply seek to steer the echoes of that fluttering toward a better direction.
He says we. Feels like an organization of sorts. The echoes of that fluttering. I wonder if they can tell, can see the future somehow. Or maybe they also utilize the mirror. And by seeing the many possibilities the world can turn to, They are trying to lead this world to the direction of the best outcome, or at least a better one, aka to prevent the bad ant identities coming true.
우리? 누굴 말하는 거지?
We? Who are you talking about?
모든 걸 지켜보며 때를 기다리는 별의 주인 될 자들이요.
We are those who watch all, those who bide the time, those who will be sovereigns of a star.
A star. We know that Dante is kinda a star, or at least compared to a star. Wait, I just noticed. It wasn't there before, no? On the brain. There's a symbol there. Doesn't it kind of remind you of the symbol that was on Sinclair's forehead? Not the same one, but just kind of the vibe is similar to it. The time.
동시에 모두가 같은 별이 될 수 없는 우리지.
Yet, we are those who cannot all embody the same star.
A red mark briefly flashed on his head. I noticed it. I've seen that mark before. Oh god.
지켜본다라.
Those who watch, you say. You saying shoot a silent gaze in Rim's direction.
림.
Rim.
그렇다면 그대는 구인회의 끝에 대해서도 알고 있는가? 과거의 벗들이 어떻게 무너져버렸는지 아느냔 말일세.
Have you also watched the breaking of the leak then? Have you any idea of what fate has befallen our old fellows?
알고 있어.
I do.
그 또한 지켜보기만 하였는가?
Yet you have done naught but observe.
이상 씨, 혹시 당신의 옛 친구 중 하나였나요?
Is he one of your old friends, Isang?
그대들도 잠시 겪었던 면면이요.
A part of my life that you have witnessed afore.
구인회가 분열될 때 뿔뿔이 흩어졌던 이들 중 하나.
One of those who left when the League of Nine scattered into the winds.
내게는 바다로 간다 이야기하여 놓고
You have last uttered to me that you would journey the ocean yet. Interesting, it's someone from the League of Nine.
그래. 나는 한때 그중 하나이었지.
Indeed, I was one of them once.
대답해주겠네, 이상. 내가 지켜보기만 하였는가라.
I shall answer your question, Yuseng. You ask whether I have done naught but watch.
그것은 오문이요.
That is a question born of vacuity.
자네는 구인회가 끝장이 났다 하였으나 그것은 누군가에게 또한 시작이었을 테요.
For you, the League is dead. Yet, for some, its death was but a beginning.
Okay, I'm kind of getting suspicious now. Are we sure this guy is not part of the new League of Nine? He's saying we. At first I thought it was like some other organization that is, again, just observing and not doing anything. Or trying to nudge the future into a better direction. But what if he, or we, is just one part of the N-Corp? Basically like Cromer and her crew. They were just one small part of the entire M-Corp. So maybe this guy's also part of the new League of Nine.
자네가 가장 잘 알 텐데.
I am quite certain that you are well aware of that yourself.
그 상태가 끝인가 시작일까? 그것을 객관하여 정해 놓는 건 이다지도 의미가 없어.
When does something end? When does something begin? The distinction is arbitrary and signifies not.
깨짐은 영지형에게도 시작이었을 터.
The shattering of the League was a beginning for Brother Youngji as well.
There he is, Brother Youngji. So this is not Brother Youngji. I was wondering that maybe he would be, but no. We still don't know what happened to him, but he is getting the mention again. So I'm guessing he's gonna be a pivotal part in the future as well. Given that we have not seen his appearance that much. He is erased from all photos and such.
그래. 그대는 일찌감치 내다 버렸다는 것이지.
I see. You have cast it aside long time ago.
세상의 줄기를 볼 수 있게 된 걸세.
My eyes were simply opened to the stem of this world.
간결하고 중요한 단 하나의 줄기.
The singular, yet all-important stem.
그것만 느낄 수 있게 된다면 그 외의 것들은
Once your eyes are open to it, everything else becomes
낙화와 같이 덧없는 것이지.
as hollow as the fall of wilted petals.
이거 하나만 대답해 주세요.
I just need to know one thing.
당신의 말대로 이곳을 삼킨 고래가 황금 가지를 먹었다면, 그리고 그 가지가 정말로
If the golden bow is inside the whale that devoured this place, and if the golden bows can really... That was my question as well.
이 백화 현상을 덜어주는 게 맞다면
Somehow counteract the solidification effects. Ishmael's breathing was quick and light. She couldn't finish her sentence.
당신이 생각하고 바라고 있는 것이 옳다 하겠소.
It could be said that indeed, what you believe, what you wish to be true, is correct.
그렇군요.
I see.
이정표는 이쯤이면 되었겠지.
I hope I have been a useful signpost to you all.
또 어디론가 다름 아는가?
To where do you seek to depart again?
그때는 바다와 강과 도시가 어디에 있는지만 알고 고여있기만 했다면
I was once a mere pond who only knew where the sea, the rivers, and the city were.
지금은 직접 내 날개로 닿아가고자 하오.
Now I seek to reach there with my wings.
Wow. It was a deliberate parallel. Holy hell.
그뿐이오.
That is all.
잠깐. 그런 정보를 아는 놈을 호락호락 보내줄 것 같은가?
Stop right there. You know too much. Think we're about to let you leave just like that?
유감이오. 지금은 손에 움켜쥐어도 나는 흘러내려 담을 수가 없으니.
Pity. Try as you might to hold me now. I flow betwixt your fingers.
자, 그럼
Well, then.
With that, he stepped into the puddle and disappeared into its depths. God, he's like Rare, went into the moon's reflection. That was a fascinating encounter. What? There was someone from the previous League of Nine. From the old one.
들리지 않네 심장 고동 소리. 모든 고래 심장 소리 멈춰도
Someone from the League of
있을까?
Nine.
돌아갈 것 내가.
It feels like he is part of the N-Corp, part of the new League of Nine. But at the same time, it also feels like not the case. Because his motives feel kind of greater than the N-Corps. From what we can tell, from what we have learned, the N-Corp, or at least Herman, and what we know is that they are planning to destroy the other mirror worlds. While these guys want to find a way to stir our reality into a better one. To avoid the bad realities. Okay, yeah, that's that's gonna be a lot to think about. And he also has the sign, the same as Sinclair does, and Damien, and they are both blue. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We only went through two stages here. Well, we'll see how long the others will take. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Vroom vroom.